They are off to school. When my brother comes back, we'll go to the hospital. I need to go and see an orthopedic doctor in Adazi for my arm. You know, this my arm, I don't talk too much about it, but it's quite painful. Yeah, it's still painful. Okay, let me talk about this my arm. Where is the chair? Let me talk about what happened to my arm. Because I wanted to make a video about it so that we will all be careful, because this is a new age sickness that can happen to any of us. We are all at risk. Okay, what happened to my arm? The pain I feel in my arm is caused by use of mouse. Like, it started with tendinitis, which is, you know, slight pain or tingling of the tendons, that the tissues that connect this muscle to this bone, this muscle to this bone. It started slowly. You know, during the lockdown, everybody was at home and I did a lot of remote work. Yeah. So I kept my hand like that. I did a lot of things that had to do with use of mouse. You guys saw a few vlogs that I uploaded at that time because I was so busy. I wasn't even uploading that much. So I was also doing homeschooling for my kids. For Ned, the main Kamsi was doing for himself, but yeah. For those people still working from home, because a lot of people are still working from home, you have a tendency to overwork yourself. You may think, oh, I'm just sitting at the computer, but yeah. There's a tendency for you to overwork yourself when you're working from home, because if you're working in the office, you just go to work, do your job and come back. But when you're working from home, there's no limit. At the office, you work probably 8 hours or 9 hours and then you come back. But during the lockdown, sometimes I would sit there for a long time. And you know, depending on where you live, in Spain, we were on very strict lockdown then. Yeah, we were not even allowed to go out for a walk, yeah, at some point. So being sedentary made it worse. So at first, I started feeling the tingle, like the pains here, just here, my elbow here, and this muscle. And I was massaging it. But then, after some time, I guess because this is my sleeping side, this is my favorite, I sleep on this side. So because I was sleeping on this side as well, coupled with it has started here, my shoulder started pinning me as well from here, from this shoulder blade down here, even up to my neck, started pinning me. All this started happening back in May. We're in November now. The first time I felt that I was really in serious pain was in September. It was the day we went for a picnic. I think I uploaded the photo of that picnic on my community page. That day, there are some installations at the picnic place, you know, where you can jump up, hold things and crawl with your hands on wooden racks. Normally when we go there for a picnic, I do that. And then that day I went there and I wanted to do that and I couldn't mind. This might, you know, when you hold something like this and then you have to let go of one hand to move to the next one. When I let go of my left hand to move to the next one, I like jumped down because my right hand could not carry me. That was the first time I felt that this is really serious. And then shortly after that, I started feeling so much pain. When I wake up in the morning, it would be stiff. My shoulder, the whole of this place would be stiff and painful. I have to take a hot shower to feel some kind of release. And I had to go to the emergency clinic. I went there, they checked me and they said that nothing is dislocated. Of course, till now, nothing is dislocated, but I feel like here, especially, here is sore. I think the the tendons here are under stress. Yeah, because I can't do a lot of things. Since this happened to me, I realized the extent the human arm can move. Like the human arm can move in all directions. Like do it like this, raise your hand up like that, but this one cannot go straight. It stops here. You can see the bend. It stops here. And this one can go like this one can go like this one can go like this, but this one cannot. It's so painful. I can feel something here. That's where I was massaging it. This muscle here there's a lump here. Yeah. And when the pain comes, even if it's paining me here, I'll be feeling tingles here. Like, I wouldn't call this one pain, but tingles. Discomforting tingles that you want to go in there and yank this thing off. I really can't explain it. So, since I started telling people about this, like my friends, my family, they're like, I feel this thing too, maybe not as serious, but they now can recollect that they felt that way at some point. And these are people that don't even use computers, they use mobile phones. So a lot of people, when they're lying down on a bed or on a seat or sitting down, they're holding their mobile phones. All these things can cause this, and this is so painful, like so painful. Like, I can't even begin to quantify how painful this is. It's so painful. Yeah. The first time I went to the emergency clinic, they gave me painkillers. I was taking them. They were not doing anything for me. Then I went to my clinic, like to my doctor. And my doctor changed the prescription to a more powerful painkiller. Still nothing. She changed it again, so they've changed painkillers for me 3 times, and these painkillers do not do anything for this pain when it comes. Because like now, I don't feel pain, but maybe a fly comes around, and because I always forget, because this is my dominant arm, I am right-handed. Maybe a fly comes here now and I want to swat it, like involuntarily. And then the pain will come. It lasts for a few seconds, but it's excruciating. Yeah, it's very painful. This is the arm that I used to make money. Let's put it that way. This is my dominant arm. The arm I use for a lot of things. Just imagine not being able to work with your hand, not being able to do the things you can do. For instance, I can't even chop vegetables now. When I am chopping vegetables, it's just that I'm forcing it. The other day, I was in one of my blogs, I was telling you that there was a day I cooked a lot, so I cried that day because I used this hand to chop vegetables. I used it to cut potatoes. Sweet potatoes are quite strong, like fibrous, more than yam even. And I felt the pain afterwards. Yeah, the stress. When you stress the arm, the pain comes. You can't do a lot of this. I can't make semo. Anything that requires you shaking your arm like this. Even before I came back, my husband was doing almost everything. Yeah, I can't pound things. I can't shake, even to shower. This part of my body, this side of my body, I'm sure it's very dirty. No. Yeah, it's definitely dirtier than this side because this hand cannot scrub very well. Yeah, I can't do a lot of things. I can't raise my hand up like to reach to get something, and sometimes I just raise my hand involuntarily, like, because it's my dominant hand. It's the hand that does these things all the time. But now I have to really be careful. There was another time I was in serious pain and I went to the emergency clinic again. They now did an x-ray to see if something is broken. Yeah. They were like, how can you be in this kind of pain when you said that you did not hit your hand anywhere, you did not fall down? You know how it is, they think a woman is being abused and she's not sane, something like that. So they did an x-ray to make sure that I don't have anything broken. And they saw that, yeah, true, nothing is dislocated, nothing is broken, but they said that they can see that this muscle, the whole of this area is inflamed. I don't know how they saw that, but yeah, they said that it's inflamed. So they gave me that sling you saw me wearing in that photo that I posted on my community page. The sling has its pros and cons. The sling is to help keep the arm in one place so that I'll stop using it involuntarily, thereby making me feel pain. But the con of that is that when I keep my arm in one place for a long time, it becomes stiff and the pain comes back. So that's why I kept the sling one side, because I don't want to keep my hand, even though it helps me keep my hand in one position so that I don't go flinging my hand up and down. And you guys know that I talk with my hands, and I'll be talking and I'll take it that way, because like if I do like that, it's quite painful. So I kept the sling one side, because the hand needs to be in motion but not too much motion. Yeah, it needs to keep moving, because if it stays one place for a long time, the pain comes back. What else do I want to say? Just to warn you or give you a heads up that this is a very common illness now. Is it even an illness? Yeah, it's a very common pain now in this digital age. We are always pressing our phone, we're always holding phones, we're always using mouse. And now during the lockdown, we are working from home with no time limits. As long as we are awake, we are working. So we need to be careful. We need to exercise, stretch. So we need to be careful. The advice that I'm always getting anywhere, even here in Nigeria, the osteopaths I talked about, I saw one in Lagos. That one, he wrong. Oh my God, he wrung my arm in all directions, and I saw hell that day. Madre mia, you know Nigeria, they do everything with blunt force. Everything is force, 14, boom. No, my physiotherapist in Spain was always massaging it, showing my arm tender loving care. Yeah, this one, he was just checking something, telling me, okay, move your hand in this direction. Then madre mia, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, he told me that I should be stretching. Since I sit in one place for a long time, I should stretch. I should stretch at the end of every day, that my husband should help massage me, massage my shoulders and all that. That this is something that we easily overlook. You don't know that you're tired, but if somebody massages your shoulders, it will help the muscles relax, and so that they will not be used to being stiff, because from being stiff, the muscles will remain there. That's why, for instance, this arm, I feel like it's short. Like I can't take it, I can't extend it to its full length, because I feel like the tendons are short. It's like when you cut something and join it again. In Igbo land, we say, so that's what I feel. So I feel it's the muscle where I keep my arm while walking, so the muscle has stiffened in that position or something like that. So we need to be careful, because this is a real illness, yeah, that we need to be careful about in this day and age. Like I was saying before, when I started complaining about this, when I explained how the pain, how I feel the pain, my experience with the pain, people keep telling me, oh, I felt something like that. Oh, and these are people that don't use computers. These are people that use mostly phones. So this may be the onset of this kind of pain. And now I have frozen shoulder, tendinitis, combination of the two. So what else did I want to say? Yeah, need to stretch every day. I said that before. I cannot overemphasize it. Make sure you stretch at the end of each day. Make sure you move around a lot. Yeah. You saw the other day I went to another osteopath in my husband's village, but the woman, I saw the signs that she was going to use blunt force on me as well. I ran. Nobody will do that to me again. So this doctor that we are going to see today, I and my brother, I heard that he uses massage because this is muscles and tendons. It's not like the bone. It's not dislocation. So I don't understand why they use force for that. This should be something that you massage because I believe that when you apply blunt force, you're stressing the tendons the more. But, I'm not going to teach them their job. That's all I wanted to share with you.
Hacia adelante, hacia adelante. Dejas caer todo lo que llegue. Y cuando estés ahí a tope, levantas un poquito las manos. Eso es. Y luego despacito vas volviendo. Perfecto. Vale, posición de partida, hacia allá, la cabecita hacia allá y luego hacia el otro lado, la mano, la muñeca y la cabecita al otro lado. Otra vez hacia la derecha, sí. La muñeca se extiende bien, eso es. Y luego hacia la izquierda y la muñeca y la cabeza al mismo sitio. 5 veces.